Hello friends, we will discuss the foreign policy of India from the modern times, from the 1945 till the end of Second World War and after till the present time. So we find that till the end of the Second World War, only two superpowers were there, the two countries who were victorious, the two were USA and USSR. So they want to dominate the world. Dominate means that the country who has the ability to rule the world, who has the capability to shape the economy of the world. So why they were only two? Because why they want to not having the war? Because they knew they knew that in the war, in the end of the war we always have a loss of manpower, loss of economy, and also the loss of humanity. So they want to control the war. So when they want to control the war and they were the only two superpower, the two victorious country, they naturally have the opportunity that who will rule the world. So both of them officially announced that we will not fight a war, but they have a urge to fight a war. So because of this urging, they have a urge that they will fight a war, but they officially announced that we will not fight a war. So this led to the new term called Cold War. What do you mean by Cold War? Cold War means that a war in which there is no war, yet there is no peace. Means no war and no peace. Why no peace? Because no peace because they have us to fight. And why no war means there is no war because they have said officially that they will not fight a war because they know the circumstances, the deadly outcome of the war. So now they said that they will not fight a war, so they want to dominate the world. It means that they officially said that we will fight an ideological war. What is ideological war? Since we know that the USA was capitalist country and USSR was communist country. So we find that there is an ideological difference between the two. So they want to fight ideological war. In the ideological war, they said that we will not fight militarily, but we will fight on the basis of the ideology. Ideology means that they want to dominate the world, and they said that the country, both of us, who will have the capability to influence whole the world or more than half the world, then they will rule the world. So it means that the USA said the best way to convince the other country is the idea of capitalism. That is, if USA is able to convince the other country that you also follow the ideology of capitalism, then that country will be a part of US. And similarly, the USSR will also say to the other country that be a part of communist world. So the one who will dominate the whole world will be the leader. So we find that there is a race between two, that who will dominate the world. So if you look at the condition of India, we find that India got independent in 1947. So there was bipolar world. Bipolar means that there was two pole. Two pole means that the USA and USSR. Two pole because of the two superpower only. So the country who will be if India would be with the USA or with the USSR, then the foreign policy, military policy, and economic policy of India would be determined by either USA or USSR, depending on which India is a partner. So India said that since we got independent from the British, so if either USA or USSR to whom India will join, suppose they join, then that country will determine our foreign policy, our military policy and economic policy, but it will be a violation of our past achievement and our past negate our own past. Means that we fight from the British because British were determining our economy, military and foreign policy, and we said to British that look, you will not decide these things, but we will decide by ourselves, by our own people. So India said that we will not join any of you, neither the USA nor USSR, because it violates our independence. And in our constitution, it has mentioned that India is a sovereign country So it does, its policy is decided by our people, by our own country, not by any other power. So it means that India does not align to either USA or USSR. So since there were only two poles, so India does not align with either of two. It means that India follow a policy of non-alignment. Non-alignment means neither aligned to USA nor aligned to USSR. So overall, if you see that what is non-alignment? Non-alignment means that the policy of independence, the policy of autonomy, and the policy in which the decision of the national interest is met by their own country. So the benefit of non-alignment is that we are able to have a foreign policy. We are able to have our own policy with both of them. And second thing is that we will able to engage with either with both of this, with USA and USSR at the same time. And next, we will not upset at the same time both USA and USSR. Depending on our national interest, we will determine with whom we have to with whom we have to be the friend. So after so if you find that the India foreign policy, India followed a policy of non-alignment. Since we know that we got independence in 1947, so India was born in 1947, and we know that any country which is born at any time, it requires peace and stability. Means a new infant nation. Infant means a newborn nation. A newborn nation requires peace and stability for its growth. Peace and stability for its growth. So Nehru, our first Prime Minister of India, adopted the policy of peace and stability. Peace with our neighbor country. Example, we follow a policy of China, Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai, because we want peace, because we are infant country, so we want peace. Second thing is that since we want a peace, so we do not want any military support. So we have to choose. Suppose there is 100 rupees, we have to choose either to spend that money into economy or to military. But so our Prime Minister choose that we have, since if we choose a military support, then we know that if we purchase something military equipment, then it is bound to collapse or bound to degrade after some time. So but if we choose economy, then it will always upgrade, and it will always provide a job to the more people, and it is a force multiplier. Force multiplier means that if suppose we have established an industry, that industry will grow after some time, and it will provide job to many number of people after some time. But if we at that amount of time, at that money, if we purchase the military equipment, then it is bound to have degrade after some time. So after some time we will not get anything. So from our Prime Minister choose that we will go for the economy rather than military. So in the 1962 conflict between India and China, India was militarily weak because we have spent more on the economy. But after 1962 conflict, we find that we have also to implement, or we have to invest more on the military also, because we know that our neighborhood were hostile and they want to capture some part of our area. So we start spending more on the military after 1962. So the third issue that we have to look at, that the Britishers maintain a natural border with the neighborhood country. So there was always a military fight between the neighborhood country and India. Now we find that India has adopted a policy of non-alignment. So if we have to write an answer in the mains that what is the policy of India, we have to say that at the end of the Cold War, we know that our economy got open, and we have LPG reforms, means liberalization, privatization, and globalization. So our economy got open, and we also got engaged with the USA, because USA was a capitalist country and it was only superpower left after the Second World War. So after left of the Cold War. At the end of the Cold War, even the term non-alignment may not be relevant, but after the end, in the spirit and the essence of the non-alignment continue to guide India's foreign policy. That this line, if you write, then it is a good impact on the answer. It means that still we follow the policy of non-alignment because we do not want to align with any one country and upset the other. Because if we align with one country, then in future, suppose a conflict got happen, then we will face a problem. So we not since at the present time we have a multipolar world order that is going to happen. Example, the superpower that is going to emerging at present time is they are USA, Brazil, and China, Russia, and also India. So there are more than one not superpower, but more than one pole of power. So we cannot align with only one country. So we have to follow the policy of non-alignment in the spirit and essence. Though officially we do not say that at present time we follow the policy of non-alignment, but in the spirit and essence we still follow the policy of non-alignment. So that's all for India's foreign policy, and we will continue from next lecture. Thank you.